So one of the best benefits of having one of Amex's premium rewards travel credit cards, including the Amex Platinum and the Hilton Honors Aspire, is the airline fee credit. Now, traditionally, this airline fee credit can only be used for incidentals, purchases on an airplane like internet, food, and things like that. But in today's video, I want to touch on some of the unofficial ways you can utilize this credit for 3 different airlines so you can actually use it to buy airline tickets. I know this is something that I've mentioned in other videos when I talked about the Amex Platinum and the Hilton Honors Aspire, but what I want to do today is break it down specifically in this video just to talk about the airline fee credit, so you guys have a video to reference if you want to just look at specifically how to use the airline fee credit. Now, the 3 airlines we're going to talk about today are going to be United, Southwest, and Delta. So first up, we're going to talk about United. And as we've discussed before, United Travel Bank is a great way and a very easy way to knock out utilizing this airline fee credit to actually purchase flights. Now, as of the making of this video, the United Travel Bank hack still works, but as goes for the rest of these, once again, these are unofficial methods of utilizing this credit, and so I just want to caveat by saying that they might not necessarily be working by the time you see this video. Now, the idea with United Travel Bank is that you're able to buy credits with United Travel Bank, which then is basically a gift card that you can use to purchase United flights with those credits. The cash in your travel bank account doesn't expire for up to 5 years, but you have to have your account active every 18 months for those credits to not expire. So once we're on the United Travel Bank website, what we want to do is click on Fund My Travel Bank Account. This will then take us to a login page, which we can log into our Mileage Plus account that we can then add Travel Bank Cash. Now, of course, if we're using United, we want to make sure that in American Express, we have United as our selected airline for this fee credit. To make this change, all you have to do is go to American Express's website, log in and click on the Benefits tab, and then you should see down here where you can select all that you can change your airline here in this box. Obviously, I've already used my airline fee credit for this year, but if you haven't already, it'll show a tracker of how much dollar amount you've utilized so far this year. It's also important to note that you can only change your airline once per calendar year. Now, if we go back to the Travel Bank website, we'll see that we have some options here to purchase. So in my personal experience, I've been able to buy 2 separate $100 travel bank credits, which I could then use for flights. This is what you would probably want to do for the Amex Plat because the credit is $200. And for the Hilton Honors Aspire, what I did earlier this year was to purchase the $250 credit, which was reimbursed by Amex all at once. You can see here the statement charges that came back on my account, and both of them worked this current calendar year. So I wanted to talk about this one first because the United Travel Bank hack is probably the easiest way to utilize the airline fee credit to actually buy tickets. But now let's move on to the other 2, which are going to be Southwest and Delta. So if you guys are aware, Southwest actually used to allow you to buy gift cards with the American Express Platinum and other offerings from Amex that you could then trigger your airline fee credit by purchasing that gift card. Unfortunately, that hack doesn't work anymore, but what you can do now is purchase a Southwest ticket that's under $100 and that'll still be counted as an airline fee credit reimbursement. Now you're probably thinking there's probably not a ton of tickets out there that are going to cost under $100, but what you can actually do is book 2 separate one-way tickets. So if we take a look at this example from SeaTac to LAX, we can see there's a couple of options here on October 11th with this Wanna Get Away Plus and Wanna Get Away options where you can purchase a flight for $99 or $79, both of which should trigger the airline fee credit if the total cost is no more than $100. Remember, you want to keep in mind that the total cost of each ticket that you're purchasing is under $100 to trigger this Southwest fee credit. So again, in this use case, what I would do is just book 2 separate one-way tickets to maximize that $200 airline fee credit with Southwest, if that's the route I decide to take with utilizing the fee credit. So the last one I want to touch on is Delta Airlines, which is probably my favorite domestic airline, which also has some pretty great lounges here in the US. Basically, the idea with utilizing your Amex airline fee credit with Delta is that you can use the Pay with Miles feature if you have a Delta co-branded credit card with Amex. So for example, if you have the Delta SkyMiles Reserve, you can then utilize your SkyMiles to offset the price of a Delta ticket on Delta's website. Every SkyMile is worth 1 cent. And so what you want to do is make sure that the total amount that's charged to your American Express card for the remainder of the price is under $250, which would then trigger the airline fee credit, depending on whether or not you're using the Amex Platinum or the Amex Hilton Honors Aspire or any other Amex offering that offers an airline fee credit. So basically, to show this in practice, what we want to do is take a look at Delta's website. Once we've logged in, we can have a look at this flight from, once again, SeaTac to LAX, a round trip from October 17th to 19th. So on the standard website, we're looking here at the results, and it's automatically going to show us the prices in US dollars. What we want to then do is click on Miles Plus Cash, which is basically going to allow us to pay for the price of the ticket partly in miles and then partly in cash. So for example, we'll see this main cabin ticket here is 4,000 miles plus $186 for this round trip ticket from Seattle to Los Angeles. This 4,000 miles would obviously come out of the SkyMiles that I've racked up over the years. And then the remaining 186 is an amount that I could put on, let's say, an Amex Platinum or a Hilton Honors Aspire, which I could then trigger that airline credit for $200 or $250 and have the 186 reimbursed as an airline fee credit. Once again, from the data points that I've seen, the remaining cost of the flight has to be less than $250 for this airline fee credit to actually actually trigger for Amex to give you back that reimbursement. So that's something just to be aware of. And once again, this method works as of the making of this video, but if you guys have other data points, whether this has worked or not, or if it's worked for over $250 after the making of this video, feel free to drop that in the comment section below. So that basically sums up the 3 different methods with United, Southwest, and Delta with how you can utilize your airline fee credit to actually purchase flight tickets. Once again, I think this is critical because if you want to offset the high annual fee and actually maximize the benefits that you get out of the card, the airline fee credit is a pretty high dollar value that if you can utilize it for a flight, then it's something that really adds to the value of the card. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you got some value out of it, drop a like down below, comment if you guys have any questions. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.